Thursday, Thursday, Thursday. Man, I had some lucky ass numbers last night. Well, I guess they weren't that lucky because they didn't win. Son of a bitch! Good morning, Adrian. How you doing? I hope life is treating you grand. I was talking to Adrian, you son of a bitch. But good morning to you too. Nope. This is an ancient asthma medication used for bronchial dilation. So bad. Terrible. Terrible. How long did it take you to come up with this conclusion? Or did you take somebody else's word for it? Ooh. So bad. Is that your cows? These are my cows. I call them my cows. They belong to another person, but still, I have cowjacked them, rustled them, if you will. Remember, smoking is so bad. All right, listen, guy. Since you're a child, we're going to put you in timeout for 24 hours. Go into the children, go sit at the children's table. And maybe one day when you grow up, you can come and hang out at the adult table. Helicopters landed over there. They got to rescue a cow. Hit the light. Hit the upward facing appendage. You can do that. Or you can sit up, get yourself cozy, twist one up, pack one up. Hell, I don't care. You can even roll one up. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get it, son. Asmali. Asmaali. Cheers. What do you do in your outside life? I am a pipe fitter. I'm a plumber. I provide counseling and other services for cows. I'm a connoisseur of fine cannabis and hashish. I am a recovering cannabis breeder. And most importantly, I'm an asshole. What is it, pray tell, that you do? What is it that you do? Ooh, cows. What do you do in your outside life? Good morning, Angela. I hope your night and day has been super well. You should have played the lottery last night. Powerball's at like $327 million. We could have been a millionaire. Golly. I think we all just taken going together. I got a code. I know the numbers to play. I just can't play them all. I don't have enough money. But if we all went and we played the algorithm, we could win. We can win. I've used my mind. I know what to do. You gotta. It's a specific group of numbers, and it's bound to be called. God damn it! You know this. You know, if I win, I'm gonna share it with you guys. You know what I mean? With the hopes of that if y'all win, y'all gonna share it with me. We're playing together. We're in it as a team, a collaboration, a collaborative. You show me a receipt from your ticket, you know, your losing ticket that you bought for that drawing, and me winning ticket, you gonna get paid. You gonna get paid because we in it together, right? You would do it for me. I know it because you're badass like that. We all gonna be rich. Not all of us. Only the ones that contribute. You've got to be a contributing member of the party. You can't be one of these fucking homosexuals like Bingo and just ride the fucking coattails of all the greats before you without ever doing anything contributory towards societal betterment. Right? Am I right? You know I'm right. Science. Welcome back, Adrian. I hope you've had a wonderful excursion. You might have gotten a cup of coffee this morning. Maybe you had to go for a potty break. Either way, we're so glad to see that you came back. You haven't missed nothing. 3 birds have landed on the fence. Uh, they took off already. Everything is moving along as planned. I haven't yet to see the turtle surface this morning, so I guess the cows haven't disturbed its slumber, quote unquote. True. Fuck Bingo. This is what I'm talking about. And if TK were here, he'd say, fuck him good. Because that's what he says. Yesterday, I was live. Actually, yesterday, it was a pre-recorded thing that I did. I do that sometimes to trick y'all. That way I get a little break. It's always a little tricksy. They call me Trixie McGillicuddy. Dude, there wasn't even a cow in the pond, and all of a sudden there's a cow there now. I think the cow just rose up out of the mud. What in the hell? Insane. Insane in the cow membrane. You missed yesterday's live. Oh my goodness. Probably one of the better live streams. Actually, probably the day before yesterday and the day before that were probably some of the top 10 live streams from maybe the past close to 5 years, unfortunately. It just goes to show that we're getting back into the swing of things. We're making a comeback. Mentally, everything is normalizing. We're adjusting to new life. And it's good. It's good. Life is good. To some people's chagrin. You kidding me? No way. More horsepower. Dude, say no more. You've won. You've won today. You know what I mean? Just handle that shit and then go grab the kayak, maybe do a little fishing. Hell, I know what I'd be doing if I were you. And I weren't on probation. Son of a bitch. Got ashes on my fancy Calvin Klein shirt. Oh, do I look handsome? Like a boss. Up there, Gucci. Got my urban wear. Blend in with all the city folk. You know what I mean? Like a boss. Son of a... Yeah. Trying to get a job. Man, god damn it. Somebody got word. Fudge. They'll walk around like this. Welcome to Sonic. You need a fucking burger? Wait, I mean, hey, thank you for coming to Sonic. What in the hell do you need? Hmm? What up, Brick? What it do? When you start in the process of gold, you start to sell that gold off and get some of that extra silver. Ooh! I'm gonna tell you what, man. Like a boss, you can go get yourself a new shirt. Make it all look fancy. Look at that shit. Ooh, you can see my muscles through it. Like a boss. I'm not Sonic material. Alright. Alright. Well, replace Sonic with fucking Wendy's then. Wendy's nuts hit your chin, son of a bitch. You were sucking my cock. What in the hell? Moo. That wasn't a moo. Fucking screamed. Good moo. That's a decent move. That's Ghostface move. That's a good Ghostface move. Oh, good, very good. Your turn, Muriel. She's drowning on water right now. Oh, Jesus Christ. She's about to pass out. Muriel, come back. I think she survived. Sometimes that's exactly what happens. Sometimes. That's exactly what happens. Wait, look, there's the bird. There's two of them. Hey, you're a bit early for that worm, you son of a bitch. I mean, late. Late, you fucks. Actually, it's still early. They're really getting it. I think that. Oh, now there's another one. Yeah, that's up there. They're probably among the first 10 that's landed on the ground. I probably missed the first one. They might. Now there's another one. They might beat the freaking early birds. I don't know. Now there's 3 of them right there in one spot. They must be getting a fucking worm or two. Teapot, what in the hell? I would totally like fry. What in the fuck is wrong with that cow? Listen, calm down. I'm right here. I'm okay. I was coughing. It's allergies. Seasonal. Because of all the grasses. They're worried about me. I just gotta tell them, silence, winch. How is your morning going so far? Nothing overwhelming, very relaxing, I hope. Have you started breakfast? I know you got the coffee going. What about that other thing? That is a very happy cow. I'm tell you what, I don't know about treated cow balls, but we castrate them son of a bitches, right? And then what we do is we throw them in a little bit of buttermilk batter. Ooh, we dust them with some flour. These nuts. Take and fry them some chip, and we call them Rocky Mountain oysters. And I'm going to tell you what, if you haven't had a good Rocky Mountain oyster, you just haven't had a cow's nuts in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You should try it sometime. In a fish tank. Listen, I ate fish straight out the tank many times. Sometimes I would catch a fish and it was not legal size, but it was close. I had an aquarium for that. I would take that fish, I'd bring it home, and I'd put it in a fish tank. And I'd give that son of a bitch shrimp and little shiners and little crustaceans until it grew that 1/4 of an inch, that 1/2 inch I needed. And then I'd take that son of a bitch and clean it and eat it. You know what I'm saying? And that way I was doing it all legal. Like a boss. Shut up, cow. Oh, shit. You pipe down, too. They're always interrupting a good story. Fatten that son of a bitch right on up. Good morning, simple girl. How you doing? Do you hear the cows and you're just like, woo, hooray! You son of a bitch. Their cows are so happy to see Simple Girl. It's amazing the effect she has on the cows. We hear you, we hear you. What the hell was that? They're all riled up. I'm doing very good. What up, Mr. Chinese man from Japan? I hope you're doing great. Konnichiwa. Domo arigato, Mr. Rato. And all of that jazz. Was it? I can't remember. Maybe it's like Kinpai. That might be Korean. I can't remember. Anyway, let's get some sake, bro. What it do, man? Some cherry blossom festival action going on. Sitting back, you know what I'm saying? Woohoo! Cows agree. 4 out of 5 cows, you know what I'm saying? That's enough for me. I made them holler for $1, son. Uh-huh. Tell me about it. We had a cow party. The cows, they're sending me away. They're sending me off. We're not going to be able to play no more. I got them off to the next herd, man. Off to the next motherfucking herd. You heard? Son of a bitch. That's right. They're gonna miss me. They're gonna miss me. They've never had this much love in their whole life. Having a freaking cow blast. Loving life. Loving life. I get tired of naming them sometimes, so I just named that one over there, Mucal Garziano. You son of a bitch. Moo. It likes that name. No, it doesn't. They gave him up. That's sacrificial. You know what I'm saying? Sacrificial. You know what I'm saying? They had to pause for the cause, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? That was when those nuts became these nuts. That was the transferal of titleship. You liked that, didn't you? I think that one just queefed. The cows just flew away. Did you hear that shit? Nope, it was just pigeons. I am doing very good this morning, Simple Girl. Very, very good. I hope you're doing extremely fabulous. It's always an awesome day when you slide on through. So good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Getting my morning cow meditation. Deja vu. Listen, you take it when you can get it. You take it when you can get it. All things shall come to pass. And this shall come to pass too. It'll happen to me. And guess what, buddy? I promise it will happen to you. Ooh, ooh. So hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. That's the cowboy motto. Yeah, what you say? That's what we do, man. We hit the road and we don't come back no more, no. We might come back. Maybe we'll come back some more. I don't know. I ain't decided yet. But don't come back no more. Deja vu. Hey, cows, have you ever experienced deja vu? Yes, they have. Okay. You want to tell us about it? Take that as a no. All offended now. Riling up the fucking posse. Calm down, you son of a bitches. Still on a hooligan's holiday. Oh my goodness. You need to calm the hell down. Calm down. Listen, there's demons behind these things. And this is a spirit of addiction. Man, this is a sickness. It comes all twisted up. It's a three-part. It got three little homies there, you know what I'm saying? And it's probably got three of them all twisted up about it. You got to take and you got to use God for that one, son. Oh, because that holiday can pull you down into the grave. It can become what they call a hooligan's hell. You know what I'm saying? And it's a madhouse. A freaking madhouse. Right? Happy birthday, America. That's what I'm talking about. Happy mother flipping birthday, America. What is it, 275 years or 250 years? I think it's 250. I can't remember. It's a hell of a long time. Well, listen. It's usually it runs in the family, man. It runs in the family. You gotta beat them demons back with the power of the Lord. It reminds me of that dude on South Park, that guy that always said, "Okay, don't do drugs, kids. Bring them to me. I will share them with you. Don't be alone in all the things that you do." Uh, uh. It hit its peak. Man, sometimes I feel like it ain't peaked yet. Man, we just getting started. We young. Still, there's a whole wide world to explore. That's a good thing. That is a good thing because, man, contrary to popular belief, it is not a one-way ticket to paradise. No, teapot. We're all laughing at other things. Come on now. But nobody shall know the true meaning behind the laugh. Always have the ambiguity of laughing face. Question. People are like, what in the hell is this madman laughing at? You know what I mean? Yes. I sure. Trinidad. A lot of people in here hail from America, all over this great land, from Colorado to Virginia, New York City. Get a rope. Uh, Frick, all over this great land. California, Utah. Frick, man. Holy cow. Hey, we had somebody in here from China earlier. No, he's from Japan. That son of a bitch. They confuse. They all look the same sometimes. No, they don't, you son of a bitch. I remember the old school. The same. Yeah, no. There's a little baby cow running in the backfield. You know, it's just a good sign that it's going to be a great morning. It was very amusing. We have Australia comes through here. Oh, Australia is my favorite. They're down under. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We call that he's throwing out the zingers and the biz and the cow like that. Yes, those are the zingers. I think it got modernized into a humdinger. Yes, cow. I was just saying that. Damn. The zingers. God bless the zingers and the throwers of zingers. DT is a hero amongst humdingers and givers of zingers. Amazing, talented individual. Age 6. Age 6. He was that cat stealing other kids' fucking lunch money. You always wondered, why is that kid taking everybody's lunch money? That motherfucker had an addiction to opiates at an age of 6 years old, and he had to feed it. He had to feed it on the streets, selling his little fucking body parts for fucking crack money. What in the hell? He'd be sad, but it was a willing choice, so it's more disgusting. The cows are like, what? Listen, calm down. It's a story, cows. Relax. They thought it was real. They thought it was all fucking real. They might be here from Moscow. They would probably be very amused. At least they should say, hey. You know what I'm saying? Son of a bitch. Good morning, Bear. What's up, dog? It's all part of life's adventure. Some people have to see the other side. Look at this little baby cow over here. So cute. Hey, baby cow. Every time you turn around, see your tail, and it's wagging all the time. Baby cow, and you fucking around, and you bouncing here and there like all the time. Baby cow, bright eyes. Every time you move, I fall apart. You son of a bitch. Good morning, poofer peace, smileys. A buenos dias, señorita. A muchos, a gracias. Turn around, bright eyes. Cows. The cows are very excited to see you, Puffer Poo. They're not as excited as when Simple Girl came through. But my goodness, they see you and they're very, very happy. This is good. This is a good thing. Yes, she heard you. She's waving. She's saying, "Hi, cow." You son of a bitch. I lied, but I was trying to make you feel better. Every time you move, I fall apart. Ah, telepathic petting. Listen, you should feel the love. It's coming. It's coming straight from Michigan. Straight from the heart of Michigan. Little baby cow frolicking. Right after mama. So cute. I am doing very, very. Yes, I'm doing very good. I hear you over there. Yes. Yeah, man, you're doing pretty damn good, man. Pretty damn good. I'm feeling amazing. Amazing. Probably one of the better feeling mornings I've felt in some time. Some freaking time. So I really am blessed and I'm thankful for this day right here. Grateful. And I give thanks. Mucho, mucho amounts of thanks. Copious amounts of gratitude. Why? Well, just because I can. Like a rose. Feeling myself. Feeling myself. Feeling my. You like this? It's Calvin Klein, son. Straight up. Calvin Klein. I'll take it off and show you the damn tag. Man. Look at this shit. I'm flossing. What? No way. Yeah, man. Shit. It's that motherfucking CK1, son. What in the world? Fresh. The cows, 9 out of 10 cows agree. I'm looking freaking suave. Yeah, man. Ever since I can remember, I've been Popping my collar, popping my collar. Say what? No way. You mean to tell me for 45 years I could have been popping my collar? I guess you can't calculate how much thanks you have. Not at all. It's unanimous. It's moo-nanimous. Moo. It's moo-nanimous. Every time. A bovine of a time. A fine bovine time. Every now and then I fall apart. Y'all go. Whoa, they're running fast over there. Wee! They know what time it is. They about to get some good ass cream. They about to get some cream. Well, tell us about your day, Poofer Peace Smileys. I hope your day is going good. Any fancy plans for the coming up weekend? What are you doing? They are moving quickly. They all ran. The cowman came. The cowman. I'm just a cowboy, but he's the cowman. And so he came by to say, what it do to the moo-moos? And he goes and feeds them the grain. And when they get the grain, they start going insane in the membrane. You know what I'm saying? Like a boss. Like a boss. And now you can't see a cow on the field. You can't see a single cow. You can't wait till gold season. It's coming, son. Oh, it is freaking coming. I just hope we got a reception. If not, we're just going to have to make some videos. But my goodness gracious, I want to take y'all out there and show you what it takes to get just a little bit of gold. And then we can hope and pray together that I strike it big and I find it and I track it down to its source and the source is untouched and we can really pan out some freaking serious ounces, man. Some serious life-changing money. You know, but I'll be happy, you know what I'm saying, for $25 an hour. You know what I mean? If I get $25 an hour, I won't complain. I want more now. I want more. I want to see them nuggets. Come on, baby, go. Yes. Yes. This grain is the top-notchest grain in the motherfucking land. Straight from Uruguay. Yeah. I hear that? It's firing its machine gun at me. Take it in. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I hope it's something simple. Holy cow. Yes, this sounds like something that needs a professional assessment. This isn't one of them things where you can just say, okay, we're going to let it ride. No, no. Some things you can let ride, other things, nope, you should not let it ride. We pray. We pray that it's not too bad. It's probably a ball joint, but it could be a hip joint or maybe a knee or elbow. There's so many joints, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a pre-roll. I don't know. We gotta take and let time tell. A professional has to diagnose this. Exactly. Safety first. Let's hope that it's not that much. Let's hope it's about $600 and you're all fixed and done. And then you can take the other stuff and have money for a good dinner for the kids and a Christmas present for me. I want a Garrett Super Sluice 15-inch gold mining pan, prospecting pan with a half-inch classifier. And if you can get me a maybe a quarter-inch classifier too, oh my god! Yes. Uh, Stupid squirrels. I know this is why I hate squirrels. This is why, if you look right here at the corner of my house, oh, you can't see it. There's the damn post. If you look at the corner of the house, you will see that blowgun. That blowgun has darts all over it. Those darts are for crazy squirrels that want to mess around with me. And squirrels thinking they're bad, and I say, "Oh no, you're not bad, squirrel. You know what? You want to eat my truck? Here, eat these nuts." Pow! Sing. They're very destructive. So I always got something for them, and this is a reminder. I leave it out there so they know. It's like, hey, okay, checks, balances. You know what I'm saying? If you write that check, you better be willing to cash it, because I'm gonna balance that motherfucker right out of your account. Exactly. Exactly. This is why I always say, fuck it, you squirrel. Old, old Appalachian mountain cuisine. Exactly. But here's the problem: a squirrel that's eaten your, for example, hoses to your soldering equipment. So all your propane lines are now been eaten and compromised by squirrels. Do you want to eat this? What about the one that eats the oil lines in your car and is chewing on the metal oil lines and he's chewing on the rubber oil lines and he gets through and he's got oil all over his mouth. Now you're eating this little bastard rodent fuck. Man, this isn't good. This isn't good. People should just say no to rodentia like squirrels. And you know, if you're out in the mountains and the jungles, then yes, you eat them. But if you're in the cities, you just defeat them. You defeat them until you don't see any frolicking or hopping, no jumping or nothing. Right? You see? Exactly. Them son of a bitches, they're terrible. They are terrible. Hikaru, a good morning. Uh, 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 let's see. A bonjour. Oh, let's look. Oh, oh, Boney D. Right? Oh, snap. That's, oh, shit. All right. You've got one person here. The mother is feeding the squirrels. And then you have the wild, rebellious daughter shooting the squirrels. This is very interesting. I love this. I love this. Was eating squirrel the topic? Well, let's get back to eating squirrel. Listen, if you're going to eat squirrel, the best way to eat squirrel, in my opinion, is you take the back legs and you cut them son of a bitches off. Wham, wham, right? Then what you do is you skin that squirrel and you tan the hide for the purpose of a squirrel skin cape. Because everybody needs a squirrel skin cape. Now, what you do is you take the rest of the squirrel and you throw it away. Because you don't want to eat that shit. You don't want to eat that shit. If you want to, depending on personal preference, you can pull out the brains. Some people like to take and mix the brains with some eggs. To each and all their own. I'm not necessarily into the brains, but I'm not going to say don't do it. But if you don't want the brains, then throw that son of a bitch away because it's pretty motherfucking useless. Now, once you get yourself about 45 nice squirrel hind legs, you know what I'm saying? Bam! You can make yourself a little pot of stew. And there's two ways to make a stew. You can just throw the squirrel meat into the stew. But I don't like to do that. Not me. What I like to do is I like to bread that squirrel meat and I lightly fry it a little bit. And then I throw those fried squirrel legs into the stew. And now I got a fried squirrel leg stew. And let me tell you what. It's so freaking divine. Now, if you want to go really gangster with it, you take a rabbit and you put a rabbit in there. Oh, my goodness. My goodness, my goodness. It makes it way freaking better. You know what I'm saying? What I like to do is I take a rabbit, right? And I clean the rabbit. And then I take the stew and I shove it inside of the rabbit's butthole, right? And then I sew it back together. You know, boop. And then, this is after I take all the guts and everything out of it, you know what I'm saying? And then I cook that son of a bitch. And it is so freaking good. But what I really want to do, the next thing on the menu really is the suckling pig. And so maybe I'll get a suckling pig, right? And we'll take the suckling pig and we'll put a rabbit inside of it. Huh? And in the rabbit, we'll have a bunch of squirrel legs. Oh, shit. Man, now this is divine country table fare. If you ain't never tried it, you ain't never had gold in your mouth, son. Good morning, Blitz. What do you do? You like to eat paella every day. Me too. Me too. What the hell is paella? Listen, I will not agree nor disagree about the boofing addiction. We're going to say I plead the fifth. That you can kill somebody that way. What the hell? What if there was somebody out there on the other side of the window looking at them kids with the gun? Holy shit. Nobody would believe so much like that. He's crazy. Immediately he should lose all gun rights. Son of a bitch. Moo. Can you shoot? What in the hell do you shoot over in France? Y'all aren't allowed to have guns. Y'all got muskets and shit. What kind of gun you got? Old guns left behind by American soldiers after World War II? Man, y'all ain't got no guns over there. Y'all use little swords and rapiers and shit. Come on now, you know. See, like musket, saying, I challenge you to a duel. Whoosh, whoosh, you know. Hold on a second, I got to reload. No. Your grandpa has a permit. Holy shit. Watch out, France. Watch out, France. We know who's taking over when the apocalypse comes. That's right. You're here with the King of France. The future King of France are here. The one with the guns make all the rules, you son of a bitch. And you know this. You're gonna have the permit when you get old enough. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, Hickaroo. When you get old enough to own guns, guns are probably gonna be outlawed, and they're gonna be having the ability to own you, because you'll go to jail forever, even with a permit. They'll know who to come and look for, and they'll say, "Give us your guns." So if you really want to preserve your guns, you really gotta stay under the radar and not really report them. In that case, you go to jail for not reporting your guns. You see the cycle? You're damned if you do, and damned if you don't. You might as well become a French pirate and join me, and we can go plunder the Somalia coast, and we can take all the shit the pirates have taken, and it's like it should be free plunder. You know what I'm saying? Really? Well, at least he didn't use his pink eye. You know what I'm saying? I hear that shit's contagious. Son of a bitch. Man, son of a bitch. Well, well, well. Moo. That son of a bitch, you gotta watch out for that stuff. That's a bad one. Turn into one of them skeleton zombies. That's it. That's it. I lucked up with that one. I always had more sense than that. Nor Zamzam, good morning. How in the hell are you doing? I hope life is treating you very, very good. Holy cow, man. Holy freaking cow, man. When you go on vacation, you choose to be in the forest. Now that's the way I like to think. Forest or mountain, You go into seclusion and you get yourself the peace and the clarity that comes from like a mountain stream. This is why a lot of people go fly fishing. You go fly fishing out there, you know what I'm saying? Or you go looking for treasure like gold or silver, you know what I'm saying? And one time I was out there and I was stumbling along and there was about 4 or 5 girls wearing little bikini bottoms and no tops. And I was like, I hit the gold mine. And I say, hey ladies, how y'all doing? Y'all see any gold around here? And they're like, nah. I'm like, alright, cool. And I'm like, you mind if I look for some gold? They're like, go for it. And I must have stayed there looking for gold all day long. Didn't find a speck. But I wasn't looking at it. Son of a bitch. I mean, not that. Not for gold. You know what I mean? Son of a gun. I want the water. Big water. Vacation is fine. All you gotta do is plop me down in the chair. Done. This is what I'm talking about. I don't care what kind of water. Give me muddy pond water, and I'm happy. I'll go down there and wallow in the cow's shit in the mud like those pigeons do, and I'll just be like, oh, this is just living. This is living, son. Wakey, wakey. You look unconscious half the time. Do I really? Look at my shirt. You think somebody could be unconscious and put this shirt on and make it look like a boss? Come on, man. Look, what about this right here? Watch this technique. Could somebody do that if they were unconscious? Impossible. Impossible. Now, I'm glad I can alleviate all your fears and doubts. Now, tell me one thing. How in the hell is your morning going? Look at the baby cow. That baby cow is happy to see you in here, Wayne. Listen, it's just Wayne. I don't know what makes him so excited. Yes, that view makes you happy. What about this view right here? Watch this. Look at a little baby cow. And look at another baby cow. Little baby cow. Now that's the kind of view that makes me happy. Like, oh, there's the mom and there's the little baby. Look at me, I'm just a little bitty baby cow. Hooray, frolicking around like a little cow do. Watch this, look at this. Hi there, baby cow. It loves to come and play with me. Move on, bro. All right, man. All right. All right. Whatever. I was just trying to show you the freaking baby cow. That was a cute baby cow. All right. I thought you better respect my authority. It is a German type of gun. Is it a Luger, a Ruger, a PPK, a PS2, or one of those Nintendo guns? It is a cute baby cow. Probably one of the cutest baby cows in all land. Yes, I see you, and I will give you grasses and leaves and treasures later. You just gotta be good. You can't really explain how it functions because you don't know how to speak English good. Is it a flintlock? Is it a pump shotgun? Is it an AK-47? Is it a single shot rifle? Is it an over-under? Is it a round and through? Is it a rifle, a pistol, a shotgun? Is it a handgun? Is it a tank? Y'all got a tank and y'all just use that to keep the pest at bay. A rifle. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Rifles are used mainly for zombies and deer. They can be used for other things too. Our musket could be a freaking musket. Is a musket and a rifle the same thing? I think a rifle has a cartridge, right? A musket, no. But they can be a musket with a rifle barrel. Do all rifles have rifle barrels? Probably better, huh? You chase deer with it. What do you mean? Like with a bullet? Like you don't have to chase a deer if you get a gun. You can just sit there and then shoot the damn deer. You hunt deer with the. Ah, this makes more sense. Okay, yes, of course. Yes, he's chasing them. He's hunting them. The hunt is on. The hunt is the chase. Oh yes. I was thinking something else. I'm like, get over here, you damn deer. I'm gonna get you. This is a long range gun. What the hell? Versus, going out there and fist fighting those some bitches like they're a kangaroo. Put up your dukes, you son of a bitch. I ain't gonna put up my dukes. I got no dukes. We not too happy. Why are you not too happy? Musket refers to muzzle loaders. Well, this is what we're talking about. Muzzle loader. But there's some muzzle loaders that are rifled, isn't there? Well, the hunt takes a long time to localize the prey, and you should smell or see some fresh traces so you can find it. So you go out scouting. What I do is I go scouting. I find the traces of deer, and then I take and get up in a tree with a climbing stand, and I take and put the pew pew on it. Animal abusers in the chat. I've never seen one animal abuser in the chat. Never one time. Now, there's a lot of people here that will take a small defenseless animal and put that son of a bitch on a freaking grill and eat that son of a bitch. Do the same thing to a large animal full of defenses, non-discriminatorily. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because we like meat. You know what I mean? Straight up. Ain't gonna lie. I don't care. Cat, dog, frog, camel, cow, deer, elk, moose, bear. Give me the freaking meat. I want to eat every bit of meat that walks on this earth. You know what I'm saying? I want to just taste its flesh, lick on its juicy fat parts, like a boss. That is bullshit. Animal hunters are actually game management, right? They keep the population at good health so you don't have all kind of nasty diseases that wipe out herds of deer. If it weren't for game management, wildlife management, hunting, you know what I mean? Oh my God, imagine the diseases and the terrible things that would happen in the deer populations. Oh, hell no. No. Strictly through hunting, populations of deer and other animals that are protected and bred and raised for this purpose, you know what I'm saying? It provides awesome food, sport, you know what I'm saying, family fun, you know what I mean? And just a little bit of slight fuckery, you know? Bullshit. Listen, wildlife management. Hunting is wildlife management. You've got to admit this. You know that in your heart that this is true. These deer, put it like this. So early settlers had wiped out the deer populations in most part of the land. Okay, and the deer populations all over the place. And so the deer populations now that are in a lot of states are only there because the wildlife management brings them in there and they breed a population strictly for hunting, and hunters manage these managed herds that were brought in that weren't from there, they aren't indigenous to there, but they were introduced there for a specific purpose, and this is sport hunting and game. You know what I mean? Dear jerky, I love it. Your wrench had rusty. You should use that rusty wrench on that freaking son of a bitch's head and loosen it up, because he's crazy. Wayne sounds like a homosexual. Are you a freaking liberal? You woke bastard. Who'd you vote for? Probably voted for freaking Kamala. Sounds like a real fucking loser to me. Listen here, you piece of shit. I've taken fucking dumps that smell better than you. Yeah. Bam! Somebody hits you on the head with a wrench. You know why? Because you were crazy, bro. You're straight up insane in the membrane. You lost your mind. What in the hell? She talking about hunters. Man, country boys will survive. Don't you know, son? You better recognize. Wild hogs are very destructive. Listen, wild hogs deserve to be shot down by machine guns and helicopters. And that's exactly what they do to those son of a bitches. The wild hogs deserve it. Now, let me tell you something else. Now, in Utah, they've got helicopters with machine guns on them. And guess what they shoot? You guessed right. If you said wild horses, those son of a bitches. Oh, it's terrible. And they do that for wildlife management. You know what I'm saying? Because they're destructive and the land can only manage so much. But you should give them to poor people like me who want horses and need them. Need them. Oh my God. And horses are going, no. Horses come back. A French liberal. But yes, at least you're an asexual, so we don't have to worry about you being all gay and shit. Way different type of liberals. You're the type of liberal that seeks liberty. He's the kind of liberal that seeks a penis in his butt. Right? Right. Utah has some herds of animals. Wild, wild horses couldn't keep me away. Because I got a Gatling gun on a helicopter. Coming through, babe. Coming through. Them horses weren't a challenge at all. Yep, them bastards. Yes, indeed. Go check it out, man. If you don't believe me, you can try to go fact check it. Go fact check it. Once you do and you see that it's true, you've got not a need to fact check anything else. Don't ever fact check another thing because you know that it's all true. And guess what? My penis is over 12 inches long. Yep. Actual fact. Yes, those types of people should be locked up into a cage, and it should be sealed up with big heavy rocks that can't be moved by human beings, and then there should be a little funnel left in there for a bunch of gas, and poisonous smoke to be pumped through there, and they should all be choked out in that cave like a bunch of son of a bitches. Right? Like a running car. Exactly. Exactly. I like the way you think. Go to sleep every time you think about boating and making up stupid fucking choice. Go to sleep, close your eyes, don't worry, please compose, and don't even cry. Go to sleep, live. Every time you do, I wanna laugh. You son of a bitch. I like it. And you heard it here first. Exactly. Now this sounds like some crazy globalist agenda shit. This is somebody that you gotta blame Soros for. Definitely. It's definitely responsible. Comedy profuse, perceptive, obtuse, drink a lot of syrup. Now my liver is no use, and I got those bars. I am in charge, and you can call me Lars, if you know what I mean. I'm on the scene like a jelly bean, smoking lots of green. That shit's obscene. I like it, man. We should take and record that shit and make a solo hit and call it frickin' Quark Ork and the frickin' Melties. Yeah, man. Yeah. Shh. We're talking. Turn around, baby cow, so I can look directly in your brown eye. French liberals are more for equality and having opportunities for everybody despite your gender, social class, liberty, or religion, justice, and laws. Yeah, but here's a problem with all that shit. At some point, it gets fucking ridiculous. It gets fucking ridiculous. And let me fucking tell you why. I'm gonna make it really simple for you. Even the fucking retard should be able to understand. Basic human rights apply to all what? That's right, human beings. Now, when we start subjugating and making classes of human beings and making special privileges and making exceptions and giving more than human rights, these people are given exclusive rights that are not denied to everybody. Now, what is this? What is this? This is something above and beyond. You can get, as a human being, the same basic human rights that anybody should be able to get. Every single person. But it doesn't mean that you or your viewpoint should make another person's viewpoint shut up. People don't like certain people. Some people don't like homosexuals. Some people are very boisterous about it. Some people are very open about their homosexuality. Here's the thing about it. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Keep your business to yourself, and guess what? Nobody will give a flying fuck. But if you want to get loudmouth and state your opinion somewhere, you better be expecting somebody else to be loudmouth and willing to state the opposite opinion. And you need to be able to take it like a big fucking boy and not cry like a little bunch of pansy sissy fuckers. It's really simple. It's really simple. It's cut and fucking dry. You don't need to have a bunch of different fucking people and then say, oh, well, we need fucking rights. You've got the same rights, you goofy fucking stupid faggots. You don't realize it? Silly bastards. You're a fucking human being, aren't you? You get the same fucking rights. Look a fucking around in this world. And then get down to the brass tacks of it all. What it's really about. What it's really about is people like Soros pumping fucking billions of dollars to push these fucking crazy weird agendas on us and fill our schools with this fucking shit and these poisonous ideologies is what it comes down to. Track the fucking money down and see where the fuck it's coming from and who's financing all this ridiculous woke ass shit, and you'll be disgusted. And you'll say, what the fuck is this gross ass shit about? It's not about free will or free expression, about a bunch of fucking paid fucking pieces of shit done fucking manipulated the minds of a bunch of fucking stupid, gullible dumbasses. At the end of the day, is what the truth is. Regardless if people fucking realize it or not, you know? It's a big fucking retarded money game that's well beyond the comprehension of small fucking peons like us. At least some of us. Some of us can see through the fucking bullshit. But we're called conspiracy theorists. Crazy. I keep my fucking opinion to myself. But I can call it for what it is. I've fucking known homosexuals my whole life that ain't been attacked or discriminated against, had nothing fucking terrible happen to them. They were open about their sexuality, and they didn't once have to fucking get naked in public and fucking demand any kind of special treatment or impose their fucking crazy fucking obscene shit onto us or our fucking children. Honestly speaking, I think the gays back then had more respect, had more class. All it's done now is made them some bitches look fucking stupid. Fucking hell. What up, Jared DeMcGill? We have to come bear, yeah. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what it's about. And you, as long as you're willing to die for your nation, then you're a good citizen. You're a good citizen. As long as you're not willing to kill people inside of your own nation to get your own agenda. But to protect your family's freedom, yes, and liberty, for sure. For sure. Sign up for the military today. My grandfather in World War II was fighting on ships, son. Merchant Marine, uh, bringing goods to soldiers, and then after the war, training other Merchant Marines, a teacher at the Merchant Marine Academy. Um, Arms, big old cannons on the big old the ships that carried goods and all kind of shit across. You know what I'm saying? Pretty freaking cool stuff, man. Pretty cool stuff. And they were sailors. His brother was in the Navy. Um, very cool. Very cool. God bless their service, you know? Exactly. All up in the motherfucking Japanese theater. I can't remember all the stories of where my great uncle was. I used to have a big book with all the big old ships and the shit like that. I used to have all of his the hat and his Navy regalia and shit like that. I should have fucking treasured it. Who knows where it all got to? Probably all tore it up, left in the yard or whatnot. Yes, this happens when you're a soldier sometimes. You you get the short end of the barrel. Oh, well, you get the barrel. And you don't make it out alive, you know what I'm saying? My grandmother was a sergeant in the Air Force. Your grandmother was a sergeant and he flew. How was your grandmother a sergeant? Your grand. He, did your grandfather have a sex change? That some bitch must have fucking gotten some poison gas or something like that. It fucking fried his mind, huh? Oh, that makes more sense because I was gonna say that's some pretty fucking twisted shit. Those some bitches were usually harder than that. You know what I'm saying? They don't. I don't know. Look at this cow. He's about to eat a bird. Cat killer. What up, Ghostface? Yes. Well, I'll remember that if I ever come to invade France. We're looking for you first because we know the biggest resistance comes from Hikaru, defender of France. And then we're going to use. No. Yeah. My grandfather would have. I don't know, man. I never met my grandfather, man. I don't even know, bro. I didn't have a grandfather, but I had a great grandfather. I had a great grandfather, and he was amazing. He was so freaking old. He lived forever. It was sad when he died. Question authority. What is your game? Look how fast it happens. We just looked over there. There wasn't no cows in that pond, was there? Now there's a million cows in the pond. I didn't hear him sneak over there. I saw one come in, and then all of a sudden they just manifest out of the water. I manifested these cows. I wanted to see cows in the pond, and bam. It would be an honor to die for friends. Well, what if you, instead of dying for France, you survived and you led France to great victories and you preserved France's liberty for all of the French people in the world. Now, don't you think that would be better? And you should be more proud to have survived and been victorious. Like, I'm proud to fight and die. No, you should be ashamed of yourself. You died fighting for your country, and now you lost, and now somebody is probably raping and plundering and really devastating the countryside with vigorous and ruthless tactics. Right? I would have totally said off with her head. Moo. Hikaru would make a great soldier. A great soldier. You should start off small with small expectations and then slowly raise them. Like, you maybe start off driving an ambulance, right? And then you become a fireman. And then you do the transfer from fireman to police officer, right? And then you go from police officer to soldier, right? And then from soldier to general. And then from general to president. And then from president to dictator. You know? From dictator to king. You know what I'm saying? From king to pharaoh. From pharaoh to God. And the next thing you know, you're on top of the world, son. You're on top of the world. Started at the bottom, now I'm here. I started at the bottom of a whole team here. Yes. You won't die alone. Listen. Now ask yourself what you're fighting for. Now you're dead and your enemy's dead. Okay? You know what's gonna happen? I'm coming in there and I'll be like, oh shit. Seems like somebody's needed here. Ladies, here I come to save the day. And I'd be like the only guy because all these other guys didn't kill themselves in some crazy French duel of honor. They had to die. Everybody had to die. Now, me, I was over here chilling, say relaxing. I had a little bit of that animal fucking cookies and smoked a little gorilla glue. You know what I'm saying? We had some of that the cherry lemon zingers or whatever the hell it's called. Man, that was like, what in the hell? Tisk, tisk, tisk. You will give the ladies some arms. Listen, if you're going to give ladies arms, that means you're taking arms from other ladies. You know what I'm saying? So you're leaving some ladies without arms, defenseless. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. Makes it easy for people like me coming, like, you know what I'm saying? Take my, have my way with them, you know what I'm saying? Take advantage of them, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't got no arms, huh? Get over here. You don't even have to ask, you know what I'm saying? What the hell does it matter if they can do that? What you gonna do? What if they can kick? What if they can kick? You gotta have some kind of shackles that prevent kicking. Oh, guns. Oh shit! Never give a fucking woman a gun. That's more dangerous than giving a woman an automobile. Holy shit, dude! I think they made movies about this shit. Do not do that. Holy shit! That's like scary movie. Totally. Girls with guns. Fucking run away. Makes me think of Caitlyn Bennett. Son of a bitch. Watch out, son. Watch out. We don't want poo poo bangers getting over here. Ooh, no, I love her. Ah, the barbarian North African side is coming out. This is the Zulu warrior I was wanting to see. The real ferocious piece. The cow just got bit by a snapping turtle. It was amazing. It was amazing. I suddenly jumped like a fucking. Yow! What was that? That was a snapper. He got you. I got you. Yo, fuck me running. Son of a bitch. Man, that was amazing. You are not taking it. I don't take part in battles like this. I'm very non-violent. I'm a pacifist. Like you're an asexual person and you choose not to perform sexual activities. Me, I am an a war person, and I just don't get involved in your wars, man. Your petty wars, I don't get involved. But what I do is I'm that guy that's going over the battlefield, like picking your wallets up and taking any treasure I find. You know what I'm saying? Souvenirs, trinkets. You know what I'm saying? Seeing if I can find any phone numbers that I can call up. Be like, yeah, say what's up, man. You single now? You ready to mingle now? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do? Oh shit. You know? I wonder how many people get laid like that. It's a good fucking sport. Anyway, I think that that's the type of thing I would like to do after a battle. I don't think I want to be there fighting for liberty or nothing like that. The liberty that I have was God given. It can't be taken away by no man. It exists here and on a spiritual realm. Simultaneously, it's a multi-fold kind of thing. And so it's a real kind of where you're really kind of free, you know what I mean, regardless of the whole situation, right? You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? I break out the old pew pew and shoot out an old rooski or two if they come, you know, if the Reds come, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? It's just because communists, you know, we don't like them son of a bitches, right? Go. We need wedding rings galore. Wedding rings galore. If you're a divorced male and you still got your wedding ring, send me that motherfucking wedding ring. Send it to me. I will fucking melt it down and purify it into a fucking solid chunk of pure gold a fucking mark of fucking freedom. You know what I'm saying? A dissolution of bullshit. I will disrupt that circle, tear it into nothing, dissolve it molecular, and then I will precipitate it back out in pure, unadulterated gold, baby. And I'll make a fancy bar. And I'll use it for fancy things, Lamborghinis and women and cocaine. North African savage warrior. I take you with me, or a patient people to come after you are all yours. Why? Not me. You mean the bad guy. You talk about the enemy, not me. You would do that with me. Me, I'm innocent. I'm gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? And if the guy is wounded after your battle, like you don't quite fatally wound him, like if he's still there living, I will take him out for you. It's my word. Like, yeah, God, you know what I'm saying? That was fatal. Boom, I'll take him down. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm gonna have to take your wallet. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of treasure that you have. You know what I'm saying? And any phone numbers. You know what I'm saying? Get any girlfriends or whatever. You know. You're not gonna be alone. But if you take me out, I'm gonna go to heaven because you're taking out a saint. I've never done anything wrong ever. Everything I've ever done, totally justified and honorable. In the name of the Lord, they say. In the name of the Lord. Done with a righteous hand. Everything has been. Yes, I agree. Done with a righteous hand. You son of a bitch. Why are you smuggling gold past security? Take gold, turn it into jewelry. Where? It's a jewelry. A gift from Mother Earth. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, okay, I want to sell this fancy jewelry. It's a rough, crude bracelet made by me. That bracelet looks like shit. Yeah, I know, but it's solid gold, bitches. You know what I mean? Like a boss. When I go to hell, I don't wanna be alone. Boy, you know what would sure be good for breakfast this morning? Man, I wish we had some whipped cream. Boy, we can do apple turnovers. Oh, with a little ice cream and whipped cream for breakfast. Oh, and we can sprinkle some granola on it. Bam! And maybe top it with just a little bit of Greek yogurt. What? No way. No way. I don't know, man. Too fancy, fancy. It's too fancy, fancy. Listen, we're gonna do with our loot what all wise people do with their loot. We're gonna bury it until we can get a ship to come and get it and take it where it's easily assimilated into the economy and turned into cash, and that cash is funneled back to you indirectly in the form of donations and contributions and bribery payments, right? Okay, I see. If that is how it's gotta be, Hikaru, that is how it's gotta be. But what if I tell you there's a way that we both can live? There's a way that with all you gotta do is lay down your arms and let me take over, and I will run things in the most bestest way, guaranteeing liberty and freedom for all. You know what I'm saying? as long as you pay me some taxes, right? And then we can live and everybody can be happy. And I'll tell you what, I'll even pop a big glass of champagne that I confiscated when I was in the region, and we'll drink it together to celebrate my victory of France. You're gonna ally with Russia if America attacked. Why would you do that? That is the most communistic thing you've ever said. Well, it might not be the most communistic thing, but that lines up there with all the other communistic things you've said. Yes, I'm trying to tell them that right now. You won't welcome me, really. We come in peace. We only want your gold, your wine, your women, and your food. We're going to leave all you dudes alone. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And since you're asexual, you're not going to be missing out on a damn thing. And we get all the titties. France has not yet become a blip on our radar yet, because they only have muskets and small arms, and they've got people like Hikaru defending them. So it's like, we're just gonna wait for somebody who's kind of stronger to take them over, and then we're gonna go take them over, and then like we're gonna have France. It's gonna be easy. We're gonna be the good guys. Oh, we just rescued them. You know what I'm saying? But in actuality, y'all just gonna be our little French bitches. Oh no! Come on, man. We gotta come, and then we're gonna take the Eiffel Tower back. First thing we're doing, taking that shit back. We gave it to y'all, didn't we? No, it was y'all gave us the fucking Statue of Liberty. We're gonna bring back the Statue of Liberty. You can take that shit back, and we're taking the Eiffel Tower. We're gonna replace the fucking Statue of Liberty with the Eiffel Tower. Bam! How about that? That'll show y'all. Y'all can welcome all the fucking immigrants in and see how it fucking turns out. Ain't no bueno. Ain't no motherfucking bueno. That's right. That's what I said. We showed up to World War II we wanted the Lugers and the swords. Give us your armor. We want all your armor. We want your swords. We want your women. Y'all can keep the fucking catapults, you silly fucking sons of bitches. And what the fuck is a trebuchet anyway? God damn, you know? Especially when you got a fucking tank. Bullshit. Me and all my American friends, the first thing we're doing is we come into your grandpa's house, and we're gonna get his rifle, and then we're gonna take and use his rifle to take and keep you away, and we're gonna eat all the food on the farm. We're gonna take and we're gonna molest all the wildlife on the farm, and there's not a damn thing you're gonna be able to do with it. And after that, we're gonna go to the public library, and we're gonna fucking check out a bunch of books. And guess what? We ain't returning them son of bitches. We're gonna keep them. We're gonna keep them. And we're taking the cemetery straight back to the United States. And what are they gonna do? Not a damn thing about it. We got their books though, bitches. We got their books, and then we'll be able to learn how to fucking sing French songs and write French poetry like a bunch of refined homosexuals. You were gonna ally with Russia, China, North Korea. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. So what's basically gonna happen is your society is gonna collapse from within, and you're gonna go broke. You're gonna go broke, and then you're gonna be starving, and then you're gonna sell your children for money to buy a little porridge. Okay, I'll just wait. And I'll buy your children and use them as slaves. This will work. And then once I have all the slaves, I'll put them into an army. They'll be my slave army. And then I'll use that to conquer the freaking communist government that caused the decline of France. And they shall call me Melty, dictator of France, liberator of the just, and conqueror of the commies. Oh, they would smell terrible because communists smell like shit. I see it now. Deedly, 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 deedly. I know, I know. I got many friends from France, and I would never go and take over France without sharing the wealth with them. They would be equal rulers. It would be like King Arthur and the Round Table, and you would definitely be part of the Round Table, my friend. So you would have a say in the shaping of France and French politics, and it would be cool, man. And the wine, it will be top notch. I'm gonna. Oh shit, we're breaking. We're waking up the North African barbarian side of Hikaru. All right, Hikaru the warrior, face me, Melty the conqueror of France. On this field of battle, what shall be your weapon of choice? You choose the rifle. Ha 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 ha. Okay, you've got your rifle. Now you know what I'm using? Fucking Draco, bitch. Ha ha ha! What are you gonna do now, sucker? Ha 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 ha! Say hello to my little friend. Yeah. How you laughing now? What the hell is vegan leather? I think that's fruit roll-ups. Yes, they didn't just burn their lands. They salted the earth. They salted the earth. And listen, I'm going to tell you how badass I am. I take and eat ramen noodles all the time. And I go out to the yard and I piss all over the yard. And I salt the earth. And nothing can grow where I piss. It's so much salt. The earth is barren. And it becomes a wasteland. You got to think, the deserts used to not be deserts. People peed there. A lot of people. A lot of people that had to pee a lot. It's because they was drinking teas and diuretics. And this is why we got to go and take over Asia next. Because tea is the culprit. It's the enemy. It's causing desertification of the land. That's what we'll say to get public support. But really, we're just looking for their women and their gold. Our hate runs deep, from my mother said. Listen, most people develop hatred from the female side, from the maternal side. Women were the ones that ate off the fruit, you know what I'm saying? And they poisoned man first, you know what I'm saying? Woman, she took a bite and she ate it. She ate most of the fruit. She gave Adam a little tiny bite, you know what I'm saying? A little tiny bite, but she ate the most of it, and that's when she became really evil, capable of doing the most dastardly things, you know what I'm saying? But also, man, before this, she was shooting out babies, bam, bam, no blood, no guts, wham, clean birth, and then after that, all bloody, painful births, babies coming out all punching and kicking and screaming like a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like a boss. What does AI have to say about it? We got DT. You got to ask AI about this shit. It's either synthetic or plant-based. This is what I said. It's vegan. It's got to be plant-based. Fruit leather. Fruit leathers. Isn't fruit roll-ups fruit leather? No, it's not pleather. Pleather is made from fucking uh, platypus's skin. And it's pleather. Platypus leather. No. No. Adam couldn't do that because he was pussy whipped. And Eve was up there fucking goddamn bitching and moaning, telling him to cut the grass and shave the fucking sheep's ass and shit. And no, it wasn't possible. It wasn't possible. That man couldn't sit down for 5 minutes without that crazy bitch tripping, you know what I'm saying? Holy shit. This is when he fucking invented beer. He had to start drinking. He's like, listen here, bitch. I need me a fucking beer. I'm gonna take this grass right here. I'm gonna put it in this pot. I'm gonna boil it. And we're gonna let it fucking chill for a fucking bit. And then I'm gonna drink this shit. That's how much I'd rather fucking not fucking hear you. But it might kill you. Fucking I hope it kills him. You crazy fucking bitch. Yeah. Fear is an actual place without God. Fear is separation from God. Fear is separation from God. If you have a true relationship with God, you shouldn't be afflicted with fear. Your anxiety, your burden should be given to God, and He will carry you through. You know that God, the Almighty, has your back. Then you know that there is no going back, and that crack is whacked, and that bears attack, and that a lot of robbers are black. Oh, son of a bitch. Now that is a stereotypical response. But hey, it's also true. The only thing about it, what about the fear of God? God is, I mean, God, you should be fearful of God, but you should respect God. You know, so you shouldn't hate it. You should just appreciate it. You should fear the wrath of God, but you should love the divine, creative mystique, the nature, the workings of God, the ins and outs, not on a specific level, but on a very general plane. On a very general plane. You should absolutely fear God. I think you should probably fear God. You should probably fear God, but you shouldn't. But you shouldn't be afraid of God. But you shouldn't be afraid of God. God is terrifying and He's awesome, but He's gentle. God is like a grandfather that hasn't seen you in a long time, and He really, really loves you, and He wants to get to know you, but it's hard. It's hard because His hips are hurting and His knees are hurting, and He can't get out there and play ball like He used to. But He wants to, man. He's in it in the mind and the spirit, but the body just don't realize. Yeah. Yes. Sikhism and Buddhism combined. Buddhism and Sikhism. I ever told you about my friend who's a Buddhist monk? A traveling monk from Vietnam. And he'd call me and tell me, hey, I'm going to do a walking meditation in Alabama or in some place if it was close to me. And I would go to him. And he'd let me go for free. I'd go for free. And I'd talk to him and hang out with him. And it was good times, man. Very, very smart dude. And he knew a martial arts. I can't remember the name of the martial arts, But there's a martial arts style that he knew, and it's specific to the monastery that he went to. But it was badass and fighting, and so I was fighting a lot back then, and so me and him got into it, and he was badass. He was badass. He had me pinned down so quick, and he could have had his way with me. But he was gentle, and instead he let me turn him around and have my way with him. He's a giver and a taker at the same time, but not in a gay way. You got to think of it like this. You got to think of it like this. So, God, this thing that's above us, comes down to earth. And says, look at this. All this shit is pretty cool. I like this little creature right here. He's got a lot of potential. And this was man's ancestor. This is primitive man, caveman, you can say. Now, if you look at the Sumerian records, and if you look at the Dead Sea Scrolls, some of these texts that have been removed from the Bible, you see that God selects out of these primitive beings a few, and he starts working with them, and he made a few versions of man, and they were failed. They weren't no good. Now, he turned around and made a good one. Him and this council made one that was very pleasing, and he was obedient, and he was smart, capable of doing the work that they wanted to do, mining gold. This is why we all like to mine gold. We were programmed for this. We were programmed for this freaking purpose. Matter of fact, every human being, if you look at us all, we have gold inside of our bodies, and it serves no purpose. Our bodies don't use gold for any known purpose. But yet, inside of us, there's little bits of gold. Where does it come from? Microscopic amounts of water-soluble gold that we're drinking. But everybody's got like 0.002% of gold in it. It's interesting. It's interesting. We're golden beings. The king is here. Here comes Bingo. Speaking of the king himself. Have you seen TK yet this morning? I hope he's doing good. It seems like he's been going through a tough time lately. Struggling with the beast within. He's very sad. Did you ban him on Hash Church? Did you really ban him? Can you tell Bob Man to unban him? It really broke that man's heart when he did that. I don't know that. I don't know that he's ever gotten over that. No. You have to reap the fruits of your labor. What you sow, you shall reap many times over. What it do? Swing low and body. That's not true. That's not true. Like I said, so there were other creatures. They were early humans, uh, already walking around. Less advanced, primitive peoples. Those primitive peoples would have been interbred with by Cain and Abel. There was other people in the world, I believe, when they went out into the world. They just weren't the people that God had created and perfected. My interpretation of it is there were several different trial and errors, and maybe some of them were out there doing their thing. Moo. Moo. Listen, the earth was plenty enough for two brothers. The problem is this. The problem is this. Man got jealous. Man got jealous. So here is Cain, and Cain is growing fruits and vegetables, and he's tilling the land, and he's working the land hard. Okay, and look, he's just like man, the agricultural society. He is really a plow dogger. He is getting it, and he's got all kind of, and he's feeding the nation. He's feeding the nation with fruits and vegetables and fancy things. Okay, and here is Abel, and he is raising flocks of sheep, and he is making wool, and they're clothing people, and they're making milk and cheese, and they're having all kind of fun. And now it comes time to honor God. Honor God. And so Cain comes up to God with a bunch of fruits and vegetables, some of the finest, biggest stuff that he harvested, and says, "Here, God, here's my offering." And God says, "Yeah, cool, man, that's tight." And then Abel comes up, and Abel takes the best calf, little baby uh, lamb, and he sacrifices it. He kills that lamb, and then he puts it upon the altar, and he cooks it for a pleasing aroma for the Lord. And the Lord was greatly pleased by that offering of meat. And God preferred Abel's donation, his sacrifice. Cain got butthurt like a son of a bitch. Cain's all butthurt, and he's like, "Oh, you didn't like my fucking shit." He's all, "But there was nothing wrong with my fucking fruits and my vegetables. Like, this is what, these are fruits and vegetables. It's a good thing. It's what we're supposed to do." But like the crazy fucking liberal homosexuals going all fucking crazy, he's all angry and it's all fucking in his head. He's pissed off and he's tripping. Next thing you know, he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill this motherfucker." And so he fucking gets fucking, "Hey, one of your goddamn sheep done got in my field, man. Come and get this damn thing." And fucking Abel walks out there. He's like, "Where's my sheep at? I don't see no goddamn sheep." "That's because there ain't no sheep. But there's a fucking rock, you piece of shit." Bam! Knocks him on the head. Boom! There, fucking Abel goes down. Knocked the fuck out. Cain gets over him. He's like, "You son of a bitch." He starts choking him and grabbing him by the neck. Bang, bang, bang. He knocks his head on the ground a few times, splits his wig wide open. Bam. Abel's fucking done for dead. His blood soaks down into the earth. Blood soaks down. Oh my goodness. The angels that are on the earth freely having sexual relations with women, they start freaking out, going back and, "Oh, you should see what's going on. You should see what's going on." And then Cain done killed Abel and son of a bitch. So God done knew about it. And so fucking God comes out and says, "Hey, Cain, you son of a bitch. I'm looking for Abel. You seen Abel?" And, "Oh, no, no." Cain say, "I ain't seen Abel, no, man. What do you think I am? My brother's keeper or some shit." Nah, you know what I'm saying? And then what had happened was, shit, man, shit. He's like, God's like, "Shit, son. I know, man, the ground is then telling me about how his blood from your brother has done fucking weakened its inner structure." And all kind of crazy psychedelic vibes and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was gangster stuff. Don't kill your brother is the end, the moral of the story. GT is very clear. Don't be killing your brother. But it happened. And then he's like, "Oh shit, now you're gonna kill me? I ain't gonna kill you, you son of a bitch. You gotta live with this." "No, but other people, they're gonna kill me. They're all gonna know now. Nobody's gonna know. How are they gonna know? They're never gonna know." And he's like, "I want to put a mark on you so everybody will know not to kill you. Not to kill you." Now, either A, the bloodline of Cain, after the course of hundreds of years and many offspring and generations, mingled back into the children of Seth, or, you know, of Noah's kids, you know what I'm saying? Or during the flood, God wiped out all of Cain's kin. But I think he didn't. I think he didn't. And I think the mark of Cain is on some people. And it shows some people to be murderous and thieving and bad people. And maybe they're Indians. Or maybe they're some kind of minority. I'm not sure. Maybe they're Caucasian. But they probably got some sort of mark and identifying feature. And people that we can't kill him. We gotta respect him and love him as God's children. But you gotta watch those murderous, treacherous son of the bitches. Can I get an amen? Can I get an A to the motherfucking men? Amen. You know what I mean? Real talk. I say we should go to war with places so that we can put better laws in place. Laws that protect the rights of people from the crazy will of liberal homosexuals everywhere. What do you think? Can I get an A to the men? An A to the freaking men? I bet you several of my friends in this chat would say amen. I bet you Barry says amen. Because you know why? You know why? He wants what's best for this country. And all countries. You know? And we want to conquer Germany. The king of Jerusalem, Baldwin. Listen, do you want to hear a story about a bald guy? Nobody does. If we did, we'd be sitting here watching Seinfeld, you son of a bitch. Oh, man. You ever just want to eat Canadian bacon? Oh, big old thick chunks of it, fried up, cut in big squares, fried up. Mm. And then a big old egg. Ooh, smothered on top. I know there's many, many layers to this shit. There's many layers. But here, this is what I say. This is what I say. And it's sad that we have to do this. I will say that. It's sad, but there's reason we have to do this. All right? So, now, unfortunately, when people talk about Muslim, when somebody says the word Muslim, automatically, automatically, in people's head, you know what else pops into their mind? Terrorists, extremists, suicide bombers. It's funny. It's funny. And this is what a lot of people. Now, there are tons of Muslims in this world, and the majority of Muslims are not those things. They're not terrorists. They're good people. They're not suicide bombers. They're good human beings. But the people aren't talking about those people. They're talking about the Muslims that took and goes and blows themselves up. They're talking about those extremists, those ones that represent Muslims for the world to see. So you can't blame people for thinking that way. So you gotta, you know, that 10% of violent terrorist Muslims that would blow somebody up, that would harm other people, that would do something terrible shit, you know what I'm saying? Those are the people we've got to make laws against and we got to protect against. It's sad, but it's true. It's not those other peaceful son of a bitches. And anybody that would think that is just a naive dumbass. Let's let's be honest with ourselves. So I think that we should all first and foremost embrace me as the next world leader, right? And watch how I sail this ship into greatness. We're going to become a world nation of pirates. Anybody who doesn't join our group, we're going to take and we're going to attack them with technology and with the economy, with our pirate ships, and with our penises. We're going to go take their women. You know what I'm saying? We're going to swing that thing. We're going to do the helicopter. You know what I'm saying? We're going to show them ladies the chopper chopper. Son of a whore. I'm not generalizing anybody. I've got a friend, TKOC420, and he's a Muslim, as were his mother and his father before him. And TKOC420 ain't never done anything terrible to anybody. He went to work in a mine. He worked for his country, helping keep the country alive and the economy of the country alive, working in mines. His family as immigrants moved in a time when Germany didn't have no male workers, and they needed male workers, or their economy would have died. They didn't have no workers because of World War II and World War One. It had devastated. It had devastated them. And so here come these immigrants, and they're Muslim Turkish immigrants, and they're good people. They work hard and they have their belief and they do good. And never one time did they blow anybody up or harm anybody or do anything good. And I can say I love that man like a brother. You know, I respect him and I respect his views and his religion. You know what I mean? I know that he's not the devil and he's not the problem and it's not his belief system that's a problem. It's other people in this world, other hateful people with hateful ideologies. You know what I mean? People like Voldemort. You know what I mean? It's terrible. It's terrible. Truly, truly terrible. But those are the people you gotta really watch out for. You know what I mean? It, are there telltale signs? Yes. Yes. It could be a communist or a Muslim. Oh, this problem is their terrorist. Not 100%. It could be just a nice person that's misled. But most of the time, you'll find that they're an extremely violent homosexual. And this is terrible. These are the types of people that should be locked into little asylums and never let out. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? We need to always have the ability in our law and in our daily lives to incorporate a righteous, holy degree, a law, uh, a set of ordinances from the divine, maintained by the divine that is held sacred. It's like integrity. You know, don't lie, don't steal, don't cheat, don't fucking kill, uh, don't deny the will of others. It should be pretty basic and simple. It should be understood. These 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 civil rights that you talk about, these liberties, they're given to us by God. And the only thing as man that we should do is defend these God-given liberties for all. For all. You know what I mean? We don't need to change and make nothing more. Because, like I said, if you're a human being, these liberties should apply to you. If they're cut and dry. And if it involves taking away something from somebody else, that's terrible. That's terrible. It is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. It's like the goofy free Palestine people and all that shit. You see these waves of shit on social media, and they come across the chat. It's probably bots or whatever, you know what I'm saying, doing it. Bought for, paid for by liberal stolen money from the American taxpayers, you know what I mean? George Soros and pieces of shit like that. We should not generalize, but we have to. But we have to, because when we don't, crazy people get onto planes and fly them into buildings. Or they strap bombs and they fucking hurt hundreds and hundreds of people. And it's terrible. And things like this could and should be prevented. And we have found ways to prevent that. We can say, hey, here is a crazy fucking Muslim extremist capable of fucking dangerous shit. Let's keep our fucking eyes on this crazy son of a bitch at all times. Let's not slack up for a minute, because we feel like if we do, we might do something dangerous. And sure enough, a lot of times we catch these motherfuckers doing very bad shit, trying to plot destruction. It's what they do. It's what they do. And so it's cool. They be them, well, we're going to keep doing us. What they need to do is change their modus operandi. In other words, try loving thy neighbor. right? Oh, we'll never see that coming. We won't know how to retaliate, but it'll probably be with kindness. I highly doubt we're going to turn them into glass for that. You see, you're always talking about your race and you're being half monster. Listen, don't be hard on yourself. You're, what is it? Is that sub-Saharan African or is that just Afrikaans or whatever? It's like a Greek, Dutch, German kind of ancestry, probably. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably really, really fancy. Really, really fancy when you get down to it. Like a seafaring type of Viking people. You know what I mean? Very adventurous. People that like to go and plunder the booty. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Plunder the booty. Man, what in the hell? Getting a little freaking hungry. Get the nibblings. I got the freaking munchkins, man. Liberal, homosexual, asexual hickory. Homosexual sympathizer. This is terrible. Are you sure you're not bingo? Holy shit. Homosexuals don't even like asexuals. Exactly. Exactly. Because all they want to do is conquer the booty. You know what I mean? For me, I'm a pirate. I just want to plunder. A pirate of the sea. I see booty. I plunder it. R. And the letter R. What percentage of proctologists do you think are homosexual? Do you think it's 50% or do you think it's more? Exactly. Exactly. Well, this is let me tell you why. This is why. Okay. So, when your mom has eggs inside of her womb, she's got several different kinds, and there's some other mutations as well. But she spits out an egg, and then the father spits out an egg. Okay, and each side has like a split pair. Okay, so when they join, it can take and present itself in four ways. You can have a masculine, which is just a, a boyish boy, a mannish man, you know what I'm saying, just a guy. Okay? You can have masculine, you can have masculine, feminine. I believe that's what you are, a masculine, feminine. Okay? Higher pitched voice, more feminine, more chillaxed. Um, you know what I mean? Long hair, queer, weird, with a beard type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Then you've got feminine, and then feminine masculine. You get the tomboy. And there's nothing wrong with being that. Some people are one way and then they think that they get confused. But let me tell you are what you are. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Right? That's what my mom always told me. You are a masculine feminine. Exactly. You're a boy, but you're a boy with some effeminate qualities. This doesn't make you less of a man. You're still a man. You're still a man. We call them, as professional, kind person, I call them metrosexuals, right? They're so refined. Yes, oh, oh, fabulous. I hope you enjoy that. This is going to be so divine. It's, a metro air. Very dainty and a little effeminate, a little fabulous. But it's not nothing gay. It's just a little flamboyant, like a flamingo flapping its flappers at you. You know what I mean? I know all about it. Anyway, any freaking way. There is a bird, well, there's 47 birds on that cow set, and they all flapped up. They were all looking like, who knows what they were eating? But I got a strong feeling it was freaking screw worms and bullshit. Alright, I'm gonna let your masculine, feminine self think about all the things you said. I want you to think about Henry and all the other people that come through and say weird shit. I want you to ask yourself one thing. Why does the porridge bird lay its eggs in the air? Now I want you to think about this. And not just you, everybody will. I want you, and next time you see me, I want you to have an answer. You should have a great answer. Why does the porridge bird lay its eggs in the air? It could be for several reasons. Maybe it doesn't have a nest. You know? Maybe it lands in marsh grass and in the sea. You know? I don't understand. Maybe he's one of those hoverers and just falls into a nest. I don't know. Y'all come up with an answer. Y'all tell me on the next fancy, fun, fabulous, and freaky Slothy show, you son of a bitches. Caw. You like the male version of your mom. I'm gonna tell you what. Me and your mom would probably get along very freaking well. A little bit of wine, some chateau, I believe. Fontable. Oh my goodness. And we're gonna have some fancy filet mignon. Huh? Filet mignon. Oh, mignons. I like to get up in them filet mignons, son. You know what I mean? Man, I bet you she's gorgeous. If you look anything like her, my goodness, the Dazzler. They call him the Dazzler. But anyway, I've got to go and track down a couple of cows. I see that they've gotten loose over there, and I don't think they know exactly where they're going. I need to take and shoo them on over here. I'm going to get into the park and start eating damn flowers again. Yesterday I had to go and get them. They was eating the damn flowers over at the park. Them son of bitches. They done tore down the damn fence. Had to redo the fence. 17 miles of barbed wire fence. That's some money that was well spent. Yeehaw! I'm gonna never leave your mom alone. Matter of fact, give her my number. Tell her to give me a call. Tell her I said one call. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Not Morris Bart, but melting salt. You know what I'm saying? Like a rose. Your dad is very jealous. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Listen, I know how to fight, and I'm big and sexy. Tell your mom that I have gold, and I have a very enormous penis, and also tell her that I drive a Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Uh-huh. Yeah. Bullshit, we can say that. And then your dad would see me and be like, no, that's a big mama jamma. I would say, listen, I've got one ass cheek alone that weighs as much as your whole dad. Now I got two of them some bitches. When you combine them together, I call it the crusher. But anyway, man, I've got to go make some food. I'm gonna make some biscuits and some gravy, and I'm gonna take and put some caviar. I got some caviar that I can't. I don't know what to do with it. I can't take with me. And I'm putting it on there. I think I'll mix the caviar and the sardines together. Ooh, ooh, my, you know what I mean? Ooh, wow. He can't be more. How tall is your dad? I'm 6'2". I would fucking look down at your dad and be like, all right, get ready to be destroyed. Get get ready to be destroyed. Anyway, deuces up your cabooses, he cabooses. Caw.